Hey guys, welcome back to Witches of the Moon, and this week we're talking about each person's particular path. Mine is more of, well, of course, like most people, it's eclectic, but mine deals more so with astrology, astrotheology, the Bible, Kemetic studies, Tantra. I love Tantra. I mean, who doesn't like sex? But Tantra, and a little bit of the Kabbalah, but not much. Yeah, that's as far as actual practice, I would say more so with the Kemetic gods or the Egyptian gods and hoodoo. That is pretty much my path. How I got on this path, well, I was introduced to Wicca at 15. And in my 20s, I was introduced to astrology. And I was introduced to the runes through Wicca. And then I was recently just introduced to cards, believe it or not, about 2, maybe 3 years back now. And since I started using the cards, I haven't been able to touch my runes, but it's fine. But the first thing I used was my pendulum, so I still do a lot of work with my pendulum. I'm also into crystals and crystal healing, so I incorporate that. I don't know what you want to title that, but just jumble it all up, and that's my path. And that's pretty much it. Let's see, for those who are on these different paths, if you want to get into Kemetic studies, I would say it's really just the Egyptian stuff. So study the Egyptian stuff from different authors. That's the best way to put it. Don't just study the Egyptian authors from supposedly the authorities on Egypt or the authorities on Kemetic studies. Study it from all angles. Study from the Egypt, from Kemetic, from the Black Left-Hand Path, because that heavily deals with the Egyptian stuff, especially when you get into Manly P. Hall and Aleister Crowley and things like that. They take it back to Egypt as well. Study it from those angles. Study it from all angles, and that'll help out a lot. For astrology, start with, of course, your own chart and understanding your chart and understand how to work with that energy. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm Capricorn, yay." I mean, if you want to get heavily in astrology, understand that Capricorn energy, and then understand how to make it work for you to the best of to be most beneficial for you. Really, that's what we're doing right now. Okay, so also, hey, mommy's talking. That's rude. No, stop. But anyway, stop that. Sorry. I know I'm laughing because you make me laugh, but it ain't funny. But anyway, what was I saying? As far as, I'm sorry, y'all, each person's path, astrology, start going back to the older books. When you read a book, look at the reference section and see what other books that they have. And if you can, get access to those books. And especially the older books, those are easier to get because most of them are online for free. So, you know, they're harder to read because the language is a little bit different and they use a lot of big words for no freaking reason. That drives me crazy. But, I mean, if you're on a budget, start with those books first and then work your way down. Also, look how different cultures, when you also look at different cultures and how they interact with astrology, because every culture does it, whether they know it or not. Okay. But that's my little rant on my particular path and how, if you're into that path, how to get into it. If you're trying to get into the path of going to the occult side of the Bible, or doing more hoodoo with the Bible, again, Kemetic studies will help with that. Astrology will also help with that. Learning numerology helps with that, and just studying the history of the Bible. Start with the concordance, which is they have all concordance sites online for free, which give you the actual meaning of the words that they use, because it's all interpretive. Also get a lexicon, which will give you another hidden meaning of the words they use. I'm trying to find books that talk about the political system and the history of the time that these things were, if not written in, they were gathered together in to create the Bible. That'll help a lot too with as far as studying the occult side and the hidden side and the magical side of the Bible. But that's my path. That's how I got into it. That's how I study it. And that's pretty much it. So again, as always, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you have not done it already. And everybody stay blessed to be a blessing. Peace.